Hello everyone, I forgot to mention something in my autism video. It's called stimming. Now, there are multiple ways to stim. There's hand flapping and rocking, which are obvious. Then there are the not so obvious ones like cuddling toys or humming. I was the one to make animal noises. I remember hearing about a girl on Reddit who meowed like a cat. I do canine things sometimes. I would have been considered the weird kid, but hey, I wasn't hurting anyone. It's how I coped. Hey, I had autism and I didn't know it. And I certainly wouldn't have been able to pick up on the thought that other people found me weird. I was just being me. Also, this is why bullying needs to stop and why it's so important. Someone could look a certain age and be much younger mentally. They might be 16 and think like a 6-year-old. Also, you don't know what a person is going through in their day-to-day life. They might be being bullied elsewhere, or they might have lost someone. You don't know. If they're not hurting you, what does it matter? You don't know what their reaction will be to being teased. Now, I'm certain that you are not a person to go around bullying people. In my opinion, unless they are horrible people who do bad things, we shouldn't do it. But if they're not hurting anyone and they're just a bit strange, it's not necessary. Again, I'm not suggesting that anyone in my audience just goes around picking on people for the fun of it. I tried to explain my weirdnesses because I know that people won't understand. Now obviously, if after I've explained that they still want to be mean, I did my part. You can't please everyone. Also, it's not the same for everyone. How I stim is different from how someone else stims. By the way, it's not just autistic people who stim. People who have ADHD do it as well. This is how we calm down. This is how we get our bodies back to normal. This is how we regulate by ourselves. I like cuddly toys. I make animal noises, cat and dog, mainly because as a kid I always thought animals understood me better. I also was not diagnosed until I was a teenager, so I went through more than half my life without a diagnosis. It made people understand me a lot better. That way, when I did something that didn't make sense, people could always say, well, it's the autism. If any of my viewers are still in school, maybe try to understand the weird kid. I had a weird side, but I was also very studious. I was the weird kid, but I really loved animals. I had multiple different sides to me besides being the weird kid, and maybe if you help them, they may not be so weird after all. Maybe they're weird because they don't have any friends, so they don't know what friends would like. So maybe try to understand them, assuming that they're not dangerous. And see what they do. They might surprise you, and you might learn something. Same thing with the quiet kid. The quiet kid could have misophonia, or the quiet kid might be very nervous and doesn't have a friend. However, you will never know if you don't ask. As I said, check to make sure that they're not a danger first, but if they just seem a bit out of the ordinary, try it. If they still seem a bit weird after that, then you did your best. I mean, if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine, but don't bring down that person just because. Anyway, just a short one to explain stimming. I'm sure that the majority of my audience does not stim, so I hope this is explanatory to you. And I hope this helped. If there is anyone in my audience who is autistic or has Aspergers or ADHD or just stims, please let me know. Tell me in the comments what you do. I would be really interested. Anywho, if you've got this far, then I have something really important to say to you. You're handsome and you're beautiful, and you, well, I'm speechless. I'll let you know next time I see you. Over to the pets. Hello all, this is Sylvie. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe for more.
Hey everyone, my name's Bonjour. If you enjoyed yourself, then give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends.
Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and if you had fun, then comment down below and let my mum know. Were you the weird kid, the quiet kid, the brainy kid, the shy kid, or something else?